You're listening to Served Up, a podcast that features inspiring beverage professionals and topic experts that share their passions through meaningful conversations. I'm your host, Bridget Albert, also known as a Market Fresh mixologist, an industry mentor with decades of experience. Grab a cocktail and sit back. Let's learn how we can make a positive impact in our industry. Hey y'all, it's Bridget here. Celebrated beverage hospitality professional Jessica Baldo Reggio and I had the opportunity to chat with Casa Lumbre's ambassador, Mica Rousseau, as he dived into the heart of global influence, sharing how he's spreading the brand's innovation spirits across the world. He reveals how tradition and innovation combined to craft unforgettable experiences. So sit back, relax, grab yourself your favorite Casa Lumbre cocktail and enjoy the show. Mica, welcome to Served Up. We are so happy to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Bridget. How are you? Thank you guys for the opportunity. I'm so excited to be with you and chatting today.
Absolutely. And I have a very, very special guest hostess with us today as well, Miss Jessica Baldo. Jessica, welcome to Served Up as well.
Hello.
Happy
to
have
Mica.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome.
Welcome to you.
Welcome to my show.
Yes. So, Mica, to start us off, can you tell us a bit about your background? I'm sure that our listeners are very curious. Where are you from? Where did you grow up? And what brought you into the beverage industry?
Okay, so I'm Mica Rousseau. Actually, I'm global brand ambassador in Casa Lumbre Spirits. We are a Mexican company. Later, we will talk about. And talking about my background, so it's a fun story, actually. So my mom, she's from Portugal. My dad is French. When my mom, she was 14 years old, she left Portugal, crossing all Portugal, Spain, and France, almost by stop and walking with my grandfather. The situation on that time was not so good in Portugal, so they decided to leave. She arrived to France and she started to work in a small hotel boutique. She knows my dad. My dad is working in a bank, so the opposite. Actually, it's cool because my mom, she is very creative and full of hospitality, energy. My dad, it's more, quite overthinking everything, no? So when I was born, my nanny was actually the chef of the hotel. So literally, I spent all my childness in the hotel. Was a small hotel boutique, beautiful one in the city. The name is Tours. It's in the middle of France. And it's beautiful area because it's full of woods, rivers, fields. And it's rich in gastronomy, culture, and wine and cheese, goat cheese. Actually, a famous goat cheese is Sainte-Maure, no? And why? It's because before all the castles was in this area because it was very close to Paris in horse. So it was perhaps one day traveling, no? So that's why my area, it's full of castle. Actually, we have the last house of Leonardo da Vinci when he spent his last days. And you can see all those castles and all those restaurants because it was very important to cook for those people, no? So that's why we have a big culture of sauce, of fish, of meat, of cheese, of bread, a lot of organic products. So yes, I spent almost all my childness in the hotel. And when I was 17, one of my friends, it's always a friend in the story, he told me, hey, we need to make some money on the weekend, so let's do waiter. There is a new Tex-Mex restaurant downtown. was super illegal, of course. We were minor. So we went there. And the first day was a Friday after school. And the owner of the place was like, hey, we are in the rush. We don't have any bartender today. So you go behind the bar. And I was like, dude, I never had a sip of alcohol in my life. I don't know what is Cuba Libre, what is a mojito. Mojito was very fancy on that time.
How old were you, Mica?
Now I'm 43.
No, not now. Then.
On that time.
Your story. Yes.
17.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I was a baby. I look a baby because I take care about my skin, but yes, I was a real baby. And was crazy. So imagine a small bar. The ambience was very Tex-Mex, full of woods, full of skulls, this kind of stuff. And you have perhaps 60 people in front of me, and I never served a drink on my life. So it was a nightmare. But at the end of the day, the owner told me, you know what? I want you next week. I'm going to teach you. But I want you next week because you never left the bar. So that's why I started. After that, my dad was against to be a bartender because at that time in France, to be a bartender was synonym to be drug addict, alcoholic. It's not a career. It's not good. It's not something the society like, you know. Bartender, they spend their time with a lot of women every weekend and every night, blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, my dad is my number one fan. so it's cool. But yes, was the way I started behind the bar. I made a deal with my dad. So he chose me, I don't know how to say well in English, but he chose me like a school career. So was the pact. If I'm studying, I can work as bartender on the weekend. And he did it. So he chose a very particular area, was electronic and physics. So I'm engineer in electronic and physics. I never worked on that area because I really don't like it. I always had a facility with numbers. So for me was like easy. The last year I lost almost 3 months of the school before the final exam because I spent all my time on the bar. But I passed my exam, so I'm engineer. I'm super happy. And now and then, I'm very thankful with my dad. Why? Because I think school gave me discipline, consistency, vision, organization, etc., etc. And for the rest of my career was very important. Was very useful tools for me. So I'm very thankful about that. And after that, I opened my own bar. I was 23 years old by my own. So I went to the bank. I asked for the money to the bank. I worked my bar during 5 years almost. And before 2008, before the global crisis, I had the opportunity to sold it, and I went to Mexico. I had on that time a good friend in Mexico studying medicine on the north, close to Monterrey, and I took 4 months off, one luggage. I came. When I arrived, these guys, it's really crazy. These guys literally crossed me on the air on the plane. And once I was in Monterrey, I was like, dude, I'm in Monterrey. Where are you? Oh, I'm in Paris. My dad had an heart attack. So I had to fly. So you're by yourself without speaking Spanish. So it was very interesting. I met a group of Canadians students in vacation. And we crossed the whole country during 4 months almost, north to south. I came back to France and I started to be depressed, really, really, really depressed. Everything in France for me was gray, non-color, non-flavor, non-noise, non-nothing, was like flat, I don't feel home. And Mexico for me, I never used drugs in my life. The unique drug I used was cigarettes. I'm afraid about drugs. But for me, Mexico was my drug. Was like, I need to come back to Mexico. I need to explore Mexico. I need to understand Mexico. I need to leave Mexico. And after 2 months in France, I sold my car, my PlayStation, everything. And I came back at the adventure. I met a young woman in a small town on the north, in the middle of the desert. We were married 8 years. Now we are divorced but friends. We have a young kid together. She's a wonderful woman, full of talent, wonderful mother. And there it is. So I start there. The situation, the city, the name of the city, it's Torreón, Coahuila. So when I arrived, the situation was very dangerous. So imagine for me to see gun on the street and this kind of stuff was like, whoa, where am I? So we decide to cross the country in a minivan with all our stuff and the dog. And we cross till Los Cabos, Baja California. And there I found in 3 days, I was working on the hotel area, and they gave me a job as beverage director in Nikki Beach. On that time was Nikki Beach. It was very fun. Was crazy. After that, I went to Acapulco in a big project. So I learned a lot about construction, administration, Mexican laws, etc., etc. From there, I won Bacardi Legacy Mexico in 2012. And I had this proposal from Four Seasons Mexico City. So arrived Four Seasons Mexico City in 2013, actually. The hotel was old. The bar was old. The name of the bar was El Bar. So it was like, I don't know if you can imagine, like a really, 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 really small wood bar full of tequila bottles. And there was the bar, and without soul, without cocktail, without nothing. It was like a lobby bar, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe.
Can I ask you something really quick?
Yes.
Because I know that, you're talking about, I too have worked in hotel bars. That's kind of my background as well.
Oh.
But, when you're talking about being in Mexico, something that we think of is like a Rio or a Sandals or, you know what I mean? Like all-inclusive kind of a situation. And for just our listeners that have maybe never been to Mexico and just have that, vision or thought in their head, like that's what it is. Can you explain what it is to be a bartender in Mexico?
In the hotel area?
Yeah. And that's not, because I'm assuming that this is not like the all-inclusive, getting everything free, it's all included.
No,
on
that time was not so exciting, was almost boring on that time, because we were part of the change in Mexico City, with that project. So on that time, to be bartender in a luxury hotel, actually in Mexico City, I'm pretty sure we don't have any all-inclusive hotel. But on that time was very quiet, very classic, was almost just spirit by itself, perhaps some classic cocktail, perhaps no bar tools, almost was all glassware, was forbidden to be fancy actually in the garnish or this kind of stuff. Your uniform, no beer, no tattoo. So you need to wear like a long shirt, almost smoking, so it was very, very, very boring and again very, very quiet, very flat, and you don't have space for creativity or to improve a beverage program. It's very difficult because you're talking about several meetings and emails just to change one olive in one cocktail. It's boring and it's not cool. It's not fluid. It's not that easy, but you make good money. So perhaps in Mexico, this is very, very, very important. But that was on that time. because we had the opportunity to have a GM, a young one. This guy, it's from Republic Dominic, but raised in New York. Fan of food, very foodie, lifestyle, very modern, very open mind. And I start to draw a project. The name is 50 Meals. Actually, we did 50 Best Bar in the world, and was to break all the rules, all style rules of that hotel, to be different, to be the first in Mexico City and almost in Four Seasons Company. I think we were the first bar to be 360%, 100%, sorry, different. So we designed 50 meals, and we sell the project to the owners of the hotel, and was really, really, really crazy. All the bartender with tattoo, with beer. We never used a name tag because we worked on hospitality to be on the contact with the guests. We organized a lot of guest bartending, guest chef, event, DJ events. The menu was so crazy. We built a big bar, so beautiful. We were the first bar to brought in Mexico. This jockey brand was Perlick Jockeys, no, the bar station. We were the first place to. It's like a very known brand of jockeys on Mine Time, no. So we were the first one. We had a small laboratory. It was not normal to have a laboratory to do mise en place. We had a guy specific for mise en place, and that time was not normal. Normally, bartender, they used to make their own mise en place. And we made it. So all the hotel around, the other brand, luxury brand, they changed their mind and they built cocktail bars in their hotel with a good vibe, with music, with soul, with creativity, break the rules, be different. So yes, 50 Meals was a big time. And as I told you, we did Tales of the Cocktails. We did 50 Best Bar in the World class. Bacardi Legacy, Bombay, Campari tournament, a lot of tournaments, and was a happy place during 5 years. Yeah.
Mica, I have a question about like your really early beginning. So your nanny is a chef, right?
Yep.
It sounds like you're surrounded by amazing food. You're in the middle of Paris or the middle of France. Why did you not take the food route and you went the spirits route? Like, why is that your passion? Like, you're in France with the butter and the bread and the wine. Like,
I really love your question. Actually, my mom, she told me, you cook better than you do cocktail, dude. So yes. Look, I love cooking. I really love cooking. And I think my kind of cocktail or the cocktail I used to make and work with my teams, actually, we love to say we cook cocktails. So we put a lot of effort on garnish. We use several techniques as pastry, chocolate, caramel. We do our own mold, etc., etc. Always we try to have like a connection with the cocktail when we do a garnish, because we need to have a sense with the garnish or a connection with the story of the cocktail. And why I choose bartender, it's because it was my first job, and I was in the contact with the people. And I think I was kind of rebel. And to cook in France on that time, you had to go to the gastronomy school. And I was not on that mood. And after that, actually, it was very interesting because in my early time, I used to work with a lot of Michelin star chefs to learn. But I'm more like to be on the kitchen and to learn at the moment. I'm not capable to go back to school. It's not something I was like, I don't know, was not my, on that moment was not my vision. For me, it was like, I'm behind the bar, I'm the man, it's fun, I'm making money, I love cooking, I can use my knowledge as cooker. I'm not cooker, but kind of cooker, to put inside my cocktail and to be different. Yes, it's why I never be a cook.
It's really, really incredible, your journey so far. And I know we're just scratching the surface, but I did want to go back as well. Being the founder of 50 Mills is not a small thing. It's not a small thing. And then to bring your inspiration to Tales of the Cocktail and to pave the way for other bars like the King Cole Bar or Baltar Bar, or I'm sure you saw today, or I don't know if it's last night or today, Handshake Speakeasy is the number one bar right now in all of North America, which is amazing in the world. And so I feel like you really, really, have paved the way for so many others to be recognized by, the 50 best bars. It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's fabulous. And after that, I opened my own bars. Now we have different bars and restaurants in Mexico, and one restaurant in Austin, Texas. And we're very happy because one of our baby just entered in the 50 best North America in the 100 list. But we are very happy about that. And we are very proud about mentorship because I was the first Mexican bartender representing Mexico in World Class Diageo World Class Global to make the top 10. And after on the row, I have two of my bartenders team. They did it, and the last 2 years we did the same with top 10. And not last year, but 2 years ago, we did top 3 in the world in World Class. So that mentorship is good. We did 2 Bacardi Legacy Global 2 with a good result in the globals. So yes, that part of mentorship for me is very important, and perhaps that's why I'm enjoying a lot now to be global ambassador in Casa Lumbre.
So perfect, Mica. So tell us a little bit, yes, you just explained your story, but why this business and why now? You could just keep opening more bars, right? Or maybe go to France and open something there. You're embracing your Mexican heritage, would you say?
Yeah, actually, I really feel Mexican because Mexico gave me a lot. The people gave me a lot. I'm pretty sure my career would be different if I was in France. I'm pretty sure I would be bartender right now, perhaps head bartender, something like that. But the fact you live in Mexico, it's like pushing you out of your comfort zone. It's a very challenging country, but it's a country full of opportunities. So if you have dreams and you work for your dreams, it's a very cool country to offer you opportunities. So why that industry? It's because I think it's the unique industry where I feel me, and I'm exploring other industry as side business, but more in an economic way. And because our industry, it's taking you a lot of energy, so sometimes you feel tired. Actually, 1 year back to now, I try to be very focused on life balance. It's part of my new seminar. I try to share with young people in the industry my journey because it was not so easy. And I think when you want to talk about a topic as life balance, it's very interesting when you share with the people your experience and you are honest, about bad habits, what you do to be better, or perhaps to try to have a better life balance, what it's working, what it's not working on your own case, So it's more like to share personal experience with people, and that industry for me now, my vision, it's very different because now I'm 43 years old. I'm not old, but I think I have enough experience to start sharing with other my journey. And hey, I did that. For me was not the right way, perhaps for you, but for me, no. for that and that and that reason. So perhaps I can share you some tips and perhaps can help you, because for me, it's very important to share with the young people in our industry. And the industry for me is not just bartender. It's manager, cooker, waiter, hostess, all the people behind a venue. It's very important because they're our future. So if we want to preserve our hospitality industry, we need to share and to train young people. Sometimes it's very easy when you're owner of a place. You can contract people, and there it is. You're a waiter, so serve. And you're not taking care about your people. You're not taking care about the guest, about the experience. You're not taking care about your legacy. And I think we have that responsibility to deliver a legacy to the industry, because if I'm here, if you guys are here, and the rest of our colleagues are here, it's because somebody share with us knowledge and let in us some legacy.
I'm thinking of you, Mica, because I'm hearing like your work-life balance. A friend said to me, work-life harmony. And that's what I'm going with these days, this work-life harmony, because it's so hard to separate them. There's so much overlap, especially in this industry, right? So what makes you the most happy? Is it being behind the bar? Is it the mentoring now? Where do you find your passion every day to get up? You're not old, but you're not young too, right? Let's go. What are we doing? Where are we going? So what makes you get out of bed every day? Like, what makes you the most happy?
Actually, it's that project of life balance. No? Why? I think I was in a position where I had the opportunity to be on that company, Casa Lumbre, where I start to travel and to meet people from all around the world and to share about our Mexican liquids and our story behind our culture, no? But my creativity was like none. And I saw that on the bar. I was like, dude, you have 1.5 years with the same cocktail menu. You are like in a loop, like the same events every year, almost the same food, the same speech, the same. And I was like, man, I'm bad. And after I start to see myself, and it's very difficult to see yourself because you need to be honest, and it's very deep when you see yourself and you're doing wrong. And my food habit was very bad. For example, we have like Uber Eats in US, we have something, the name, it's Rappi. It's the same service, no? So every day I was eating bad food. I was eating very late. I was spending 3-4 hours per day, very late, on streaming, on Instagram, on TikTok. And I lost a lot of time, and I was always tired, and I was late on my administration. And I was like in a black hole, like, dude, you have a lot of opportunities. You have talent. You're lost in your time. You're lazy, actually. No? So I start to change it, and I start climbing. So I met a new social group, people from different areas. So my conversation was different. And so I was tired. So I slept better. So I started to wake up early. So I did more. So I was more organized because I felt in love with hiking and climbing. So I was like, dude, if you want to go to train today and to see your friend out of the industry, you need to work to be more efficient in your work. So you put out all your distraction, Instagram, TikTok, streaming, chatting, blah, 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 blah. And you're more efficient. And you start to eat well, because you need to eat well to climb and to do hiking. You need to rest well. You need to be focused well. And you start traveling in different parts with those guys, and you start to listening those guys. At the end of the day, they are our final consumers. So your creativity coming back because you rest, you eat well, because you don't lost your time in some unnecessary stuff. And again, your creativity come back and you look better and you feel better and you're more awake and more reactive and you produce more. So you start to have a better life balance. I mean, it's a project for me because I learned you need to work on every day on your life balance. It's not easy, but it's for me why I'm happy now. And I think I'm enjoying now more my industry because I've got like a goal. I've got something very personal to share, because before I was like sharing service, cocktail, technique, etc., to create a bar concept. Okay, cool. But life balance in our industry, for me, it's very personal and it's something I'm really enjoying. So now what I am enjoying, it's mentoring, education. I don't really like the word education in our industry because I think, and in my case in Casa Lumbre, I think I prefer to say we share. We share because we share the story behind the liquid. We share the process. We share the culture through the liquid. So kind of education, but I like to say we are sharing something. I'm enjoying to be at the bar. I don't like to be a full shift behind the bar because, as you say, I'm not so young now. So it's tired for me, but I'm enjoying it. I love when I can make a good cocktail for people and you can talk with people. You can explain the cocktail. I don't like to make cocktail just for a cocktail. I love to create story behind, to share memories, perhaps, something like that. And I love what makes me happy now. It's enjoying the life, it's you are very lucky. You had a beautiful job. Your partners in different restaurant bars. You're not so old, so you can have different physical activity to go outside and to meet very interesting people from other industry. So now I think I'm in a stage on my life where I'm thankful with the life and enjoying the life. Through the industry, I had the opportunity to be in contact with a lot of artists and important person in the world of music, cine, etc., etc. So the industry gave me a lot, really, really gave me a lot, and some trips around the world in some places. And when you are a bartender, it's like, man, I don't know if one day I would be, I don't know how to say in English, but if one day I'm going to travel to India or to Asia because it's very expensive, I'm not making that money, And after a lot of years, you realize the industry can give you that. And you meet more people and more culture. And again, this is giving you more creativity and it's opening your mind and your world, So yes, today what I am enjoying and makes me happy, it's to be thankful with the life I have, and yes, I think there it is.
Mica, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
My God, that's wonderful. As a lady here chatting with you who does not believe in balance at all, I know that's a word that I don't believe in. I do believe in the word satisfaction. I do believe in the end of the day to be satisfied with my life, because I always know if I'm giving energy to something, I'm taking away from something else. And it's very hard to find that equal share of the time and my everything, right? But I love your description of your life and how important it is to travel and get out there and meet people and be surrounded by art and creatives and have those experiences that really can fuel your soul, and to look outside of your freaking job, right? To find what satisfies you and what fills your heart.
Yep.
And I think that is so important, to have something that does not look like your day to day, that can really fill up your tank, and you're doing it and you're sharing that with others. And to me, and that's a blessing to all of us. So thank you. And thank you for sharing those words. It really is incredible. I think what our listeners would love to know, and I know what I would love to know, can you talk about your day to day as a brand ambassador? You know, what does that look like? Can you talk about the spirits that you're touching, and maybe share a few of those stories?
Yes. Look, I think, again, I'm very blessed because I'm working on Casa Lumbre Spirits. I had several opportunities before to work for companies, no? And was not from my interests. But 5 years ago was COVID, actually. So I was more than blessed at the end of COVID. They offered me a position in Casa Lumbre Spirits. And why I said yes, it's because this company started like 25 years ago. Three friends, no? Moy, Danny, Ivan. Moy, it's for me, it's a genius in marketing, visionary. Danish Nevice is in charge of all the bottles, the labels. It's a big artist. It's you can see that guy. It's always, I don't know, the stylish, the way you walk. This guy, it's an artistic guy. And Ivan Saldana, El Doc, our master distiller, again, it's crazy guy, superhuman. And all together, they had that dream to create a company where we can create liquids to share with people the Mexican culture, and at the same time, how we can work with local producers, no? So they start on that time with Montelobos. I'm pretty sure you know Montelobos, and mezcal, and Ancho Reyes, chili liquor. And after, we start to have a lot of new labels. So we have Ojo de Tigre, we have Abasolo whiskey, we have Nixta liquor, etc., etc. And we start to work with artists as partner. So was crazy. But what was crazy, it's, do you know any company where you're ambassador and your day by day it's to work side by side with the three owners and founders of that company, the CEOs? It's like, wow. And when they start to create new labels, they start to work to talk with all of us, ambassador, marketing, CAMS, the office, human resources. Guys, what do you think about that product? Come, try it. Hey guys, do you have any idea of names? Hey guys, do you think people would like it? So you're really part. So all our products, they're our babies, no? And you were talking about traveling, its importance, and we can see it in some of our products. For example, our gin, Las Californias, where we picked the ingredients from both sides of the border because we think there is no border for ingredients, and sadly there are borders for humans, no? So it's to celebrate the union, no? The union of Las Californias, all the California area, no? We share with USA. And my day by day as ambassador, it's crazy because it's never the same. Because some days we are in an event, some days we are in a podcast, someday we are with Lenny Kravitz making cocktails, someday we are with Lewis Hamilton making cocktails, someday you are in Baja California in the middle of the desert shooting some cocktails. Someday you are in Merida, Yucatan, in the orange fields with a big chef as Richard Sandoval and sharing his project with the bees. My day by day, it's like every day a new adventure. So that's why it's cool, you know. And I'm happy because I'm not spending time in the office. I hate the office. I can't be in the office. Our office is so beautiful. It seems like a cocktail bar. Actually, it's really, really cool. But I can't be inside an office. I need to be outside. So my day by day is to be outside, to listen a lot. We listen a lot. We take care about people, the consumer, not just the industry. For us, it's very important what people say. So for me, it's cool because I have my own bars and restaurants. So people, they can tell me, hey, I like that product. Oh, I don't like that product. So we are in the contact always with the final consumers. And again, the way we work, I don't want to say it's family style, but kind of. And we had the opportunity to be part of the product, of the strategy, of the packaging, of the flavor. So our opinion, it's very important for the founders. So it's cool because they really understood the secret. It's the final consumers. At the end of the day, we are final consumers.
So Mica, whenever you get a break and from these days, what is your go-to cocktail? What are you drinking? If you went,
Wow.
anywhere, what's your go-to cocktail?
So I'm very, very bad drinker. I have now 5 months without drinking, or almost no drinking.
Amazing.
I had this part of my diet for climbing. I'm going to climb in Spain in 2 months now. So it's for me a big stuff. So that's why I'm taking care about drinking, because it's a lot of calories. But I really enjoy good wine. I really enjoy Negroni. For example, there is a bar in Mexico City, a new bar. Actually, they just made 14 on the North American 50 best list. The name is Mauro. Very Italian stuff. I love Italian cocktail. Handshake, I love handshake, number one. But what I love in handshake, it's a good daiquiri, classic daiquiri. I really love classic daiquiri. Limentour, they do a Paloma, really good Paloma. I enjoy a lot, more than cocktail. I enjoy now a lot spirit by themselves. And I'm very, very fan of sotol. So sotol, the process, it's very similar to mezcal, but the plant, it's not agave, okay? We have a big production of the plants, not production, but how can I say that? We have a lot of plants on the north of the country of Mexico, in the south of US, because we share the border and the area. And sotol, it's mineral, like kind of minty, refreshing notes, perhaps some chocolate notes, and a light smoky as espadín mezcal. So perhaps you can figure out the flavor. For me, it's very spiritual beverage, sotol. It's full of history. It's mystical. So I love sotol. Actually, we have a very good one. The name is Noche Luna. We are partner with Lenny Kravitz. And was cool. I had the opportunity to make some cocktail in Lenny Kravitz's house in Paris 2 years ago. Was a very fun story. I love Negroni with a good gin, actually Las California. I mean, again, not because I'm working at Casa Lumbre Spirit, but I really enjoy Las Californias. We have the citrus label, and we have Nativo. It's more herbal, more like salty flavor. Other bar I like to go, it's Caito del Valle with Claudia. She used to make me a frozen Negroni, in the slushy machine. Beautiful one. Tlecan. So in Mexico City, it's my go bar. In US, I'm number one fan of Maison Premier. Maison Premier, for me, it's my place. I can enjoy oyster and a classic cocktail. New Orleans, I would say the Carousel Bar. I've got an emotional connection with the Carousel Bar.
I do too. What is it with that place? I do too.
It's because the first time we were mentioned at Taste of the Cocktails, my first cocktail was there. and I had a Pim's cup, and really fan of Pim's cup. I really love Pim's cup. Maison Première, Mica Rousseau, for me, it's my best Pim's cup. So for me, it was an achievement to be set at that bar and to have a drink in New Orleans. Dante Café, love Dante Café. The Garibaldi, it's wow. I think I'm that guy, like a refreshing cocktail, classic, like straight to the point. I like to have cocktail I can repeat, A strong drink for me, I can enjoy one, but after, for me, it's difficult to drink more. So I'm more like light cocktail, perhaps.
Awesome. Perfect timing for summer too, right? A nice light cocktail. So speaking of summer, what is the future for you, Mica? Where are you going? What do you want to do? It sounds like some climbing, right? Continue to take care of yourself.
Of course.
But what else?
So
what is the future for you now?
Future, we have big
focus.
Big project with Casa Lumbre Spirits. For the next 2 years, we have big project around the world to share our story. We are working on some digital stuff. I can't say more, but some cool stuff they are cooking there. I have 2 new openings this year, and after that, I don't want to open more places because I want to preserve time to go out climbing. And the future, I think, perhaps hospitality school. We have a project on Baja California with some friends, but it's something, it takes time. You need to have free time to be there, and you need time to think in a real hospitality program, so we can share something valuable for the young people. Our idea, it's not just a bar school, it's really hospitality school. Mm-hmm. So thinking on waiters, cookers, bartenders, managers, hosts, the people in the room and the hotel, So like 360 around hospitality. It's a big project. Perhaps we're going to be ready in 2 years. It takes time. But yes, I think this is my future. Climbing a lot, going back to Yosemite Valley. I'm a fan of Yosemite Valley. For me, El Capitan, it's my god. I really love El Capitan. I had the opportunity to be there last year and was like, just wow. And the Half Dome, the hiking was just blowing my mind. So yes, to be outside, enjoying the life, enjoying my friends, create new connection. And again, I don't want to lose myself again and in my ego and I really want to push that way to be thankful with the life, the opportunity I have, and I really, really want to share it with more people I can. Seminars, traveling. I don't know. Instagram. Now we've got that project to use Instagram to share a real story, because not always it's happy moments. So it's important to share it, to be true.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. And I really want to stay thankful with the life. And this is my future. Take care about me, my family, my friends, and enjoying the life. Really, really enjoying it. The life is beautiful. Sometimes we lost it. We lost it because our industry is difficult, taking a lot of your energy, and you need energy to be happy. Mm-hmm. But we have health and we have job. So open your eyes, just look around you, listen to people around you, and be happy.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. On behalf of Jess and myself, Mica, first of all, I would love to invite you back to Served Up to give us an update on how you're doing.
Yes.
And I just want to wish you just some great health and a lot of peace. You have been such an inspiring guest.
I thank you.
Thank you for sharing your energy today on Served Up.
You're so beautiful. Thank you.
Gracias, Mica.
Mil gracias, Jessica.
Thanks for listening. Served Up is brought to you by Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits. produced by Zunu.online. Music by We Killed the Lion can be found on Spotify. Make sure to subscribe to be notified of our future Served Up episodes. Cheers.